thank you for joining us here today at San Antonio Dog Training Company. Today I have Opal, and I'm going to show you what a training session looks like. This is our last training session of the day, and she actually just finished with playtime as well, so she is a little exhausted, and honestly, so am I. I usually start my sessions with just an on-leash heel, practice our auto sits, walking away, holding sit stays. As you can see, I sped it up so you guys don't have to wait for me to go in and come back. And that usually goes on for a while. I like to make sure that everything turns into muscle memory before I start moving off leash. Here I start working a sit in motion, and she actually breaks a sit in motion. So I go ahead, start over again, have her do a sit in motion again, and then practice that same walk by that actually got her to break the first time. You could see she does well and does not break it this time. So I reward that, let her go, and then let her start trying to drag it. She's still really weird about dragging the leash, so I use a lot of motivation to get her to realize that it's okay that something's dragging behind her, and it's okay if she steps on something. Here, later in the session, I gave up on her dragging the leash and decided to work a little bit of just complete off leash, so that way she can go ahead and have a little bit of an easier time. Now she's still not really used to the off-leash part, so I go ahead and make sure to give her plenty of motivations, and she's still testing boundaries to figure out what she can and can't get away with now that she's not attached to a leash. So now I'm just using attention getters like I would when I start on leash, and she's catching on very quickly. She's also doing her auto sit even though a leash is not attached, so she's doing fantastic. I also work her down, so she still likes to try and sit on my feet, so we're working on that, and she's still a little bit slow about it, but that's nothing that repetition won't fix. Next part, she actually ends up holding the down stay extremely well, and I'm never going to correct the dog for holding a position too well, so I honestly just use a lot of motivators, get her up and going, and then we're off again. I ask for another down again, and she complies, and I'm slowly getting her away from doing it on my feet. She holds her down stays fantastic, so right now we're just literally working on her not wanting to down on my feet. Once again, practice another down. Honestly, I've been doing a lot of downs with her because her sit stays are great, and now we're honestly just working on her down stays and her sit in motions. We also moved back to on leash because we are towards our end of our session, and her and I are both feeling pretty tired. So we start taking a step back and making things a little easy. I go ahead and everything with a place stay, which she always does really good at as well. And then I call her off, ask for, I think it's 2 more sits that I do, and then we just call the training session done. Now, the last clip I have showing is from earlier today, and it's when I tried to get everyone to cooperate into a sit. Now, this is just a small clip because it did not take this quick to get everyone into a sit. But I managed, everyone got cookies, and this is the final picture. And that's everything on a training session with Opal. Thank you for joining us here at San Antonio Dog Training Company.